Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. In this video we're talking about green gas, all the lovely gases that you'll come across commonly within the space of airsoft, and trying to hopefully answer some questions on them by sharing my knowledge on it. So there is many variants of different types of gases, from green gas to propane, CO2, duster, red, black. There is HPA. There's even newer ones like orange gas coming out, where it's trying to bridge that median in between. So we're going to cover their types of gases and where they're best used. So first gas is green gas, probably the most common and readily available gas out there. Essentially it's propane and silicone oil through it. It is most common for pistols and some gas blowbacks. It's the most convenient of the gases in my personal opinion, because it lubricates the replica as you use it, because it's got silicone oil in the composition. It's reasonably powerful, though most are sub 1 joule with it, 1 joule to sub 1 joule. It is hard to beat. It is a good general stepping stone, especially for countries with joule limits that are 1 joule. But it does have cons, especially in colder countries like lovely Northern Ireland, which weather can fluctuate by the hour. It can be really warm then really cold within 45 minutes. So essentially what the biggest cons of it is the performance is really weather dependent. Cold weather can make it suffer heavily. The fact as well that there is lubrication in it, if it's left in things too long and unused, it can cause things like the seals and all to dry out. But that is an easy fix. A wee bit of silicone oil goes a long way in maintaining your replica, which you should be doing on a consistent basis anyways. The next one is propane, aka pure propane. There's no lubrication in this. It's about 110 to 120 psi, same as green gas. Some people use it in pistols and rifles with an adapter. It's cheaper, widely available, but it does have a bit of an odour to it. I personally have very rarely seen it used, but it depends on what you have available at your site and at your shops. The next one is CO2. CO2 is probably one of the most consistent gases out there in my personal opinion, next to HPA. So the pressure can get up as high as 800 psi at room temp in CO2. Usually it's stored in 12 gram cartridges, however you can get like 50 grams and all that type of stuff, depending on what you need for your build. So the pros of CO2 is it works well in all weather. It works well in warm weather, it works well in cold weather. It's high power and it's consistent. You'll keep your performance up there. However, it does require your replica to have good, strong internals. It can break things due to the kick from it. Lubrication is a necessary must. You really need to look after your replica, lubricate everything, and make sure everything is working seamlessly. Your seals can be damaged and wear a lot faster if you're using CO2. So some things to keep in mind. The next one is HPA. So personally I don't use HPA, so I'm going to brush over this a wee bit. Essentially it's compressed air in a nitrogen tank regulated to safe pressure through a regulator. It's adjustable between 80 to 120 on most common HPA builds. Usually you get one of, if not the most consistent FPS out of it, due to the fact the power can be adjusted and it can work in any type of weather, as it is just compressed air. Now it is extremely expensive and less portable, as you have to wear a tank, you have a hose, unless you're using something like an MTW Unleashed, but it's an extremely expensive thing to get into, especially if you don't own a compressor or something like that by yourself. So some sites will charge you, some won't. So to me, the aspect of HPA, it's great for competitive builds, it's that type of thing, but it's unnecessarily expensive. Your next things are your red gases, black gases, more the gas you want to use in extremely cold temperatures due to how much power is in them. Usual composition of these gases is a blend between butane, other additives, and propane. Their pressure is usually 130 to 160 on red gas, about 200 psi on black gas. So they're most commonly used in pistols and rifles rated for higher pressures. Essentially, as I said, is extremely good for cold weather. However, it is really affected by the heat. it can get extremely hot. What I mean extremely hot, black gas guns you could maybe expect to be firing 450 FPS very easily, where in cold weather they're maybe firing 320, so the weather does affect its performance in that aspect. It's sort of what makes it really good for the cold weather. The cons to it really is that it can damage your replica, especially if it's not rated to take black or red gases. Most sites in hot climates or indoor arenas will ban it, as it can cause you to shoot extremely hot. Essentially, it'll cause injury to other players. Now, the final gas we'll be talking about is duster gas, and it is a gas that is extremely handy, though I don't see much of it now. Essentially, it's a gas at 70 to 90 psi. It's actually designed to bring things under. It's designed to keep stuff under 1 joule. Usually, things like Tokyo Marui, Japanese spec builds, that type of thing, or even older replicas will use duster gas because it's low power and it won't damage the replicas. However, it does have extremely poor performance in the weather. Essentially, cold weather will make it pointless. So that's the only issue really with duster gas. So with everyone, I personally would recommend most people go with green gas, especially in Northern Ireland. Green gas is hard to beat. Something like your Smart Gas or Neuropol 2.0, or if you are able to use it, if it's extremely cold, which is coming into the winter, don't jump to black gas straight away. Try the red gas, or try the orange gas, or puff dino, which is excellent. Try different gases to find where your limits are, especially in regards to the weather, because you don't want to be suddenly shooting too hot and damaging your replica. You want to take it in gradual increases. You don't want to suddenly jump and banjack something because you went from 100 psi to 200. So with everyone, I'd like to thank everyone again for watching. Hope you all enjoyed the video. And if you haven't, please do come join us on Discord. As we're slowly building a newer Discord community, we've got like nearly 40 people in it. We're trying to get up to 50 by the end of the year. It'd be great to get more. We've got some funny tech failures, some good banter, some good chat. So please do feel free to join it. Link is in the description. And if you do see me in person, I still do have some badges to give away for the channel. So please do come approach me and say, hi, can I have a channel patch or something like that? Or chat away, no matter what side I'm at, as long I should have some with me still. Anyways, with everyone, thanks again for watching, please like and subscribe, and I hope you enjoyed the video.